Leo, stop for a moment. Don't scroll. Don't move. Just feel. There is something happening in the universe right now that was written into your destiny long before you were born. And no, it's not a coincidence that you're hearing this exactly in this moment. This is not just another energetic shift. This is the week that decides your next 12 years, and whether or not you claim what's coming depends on how you listen and how you act. You see, there are rare moments in life when the universe pauses, recalibrates, and then sends a direct signal to a select few. Not to everyone, just to the ones who were born to lead. And Leo, this signal is for you. You may have already sensed it, a surge in your chest that comes out of nowhere, a restless fire in your belly that no longer tolerates small thinking, a whisper in your soul telling you that something big is arriving. And you'd be right, because what's happening right now is what astrologers call the Leonine Ignition A, once in a decade surge of cosmic force where the sun, your ruler, amplifies everything you are meant to become. But here's what no one tells you. The power is only accessible if you're ready to rise. If you're willing to let go of the old story and step fully into your royal nature. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through why this is not just another lucky week. It's the most defining 7 days of your life. Your energy, your confidence, your creative force, your finances, your soul's legacy, all of it is about to shift, but only if you're listening closely. So, here's my invitation. Stay with me. Let's dive deep into the 5 realms that will be transformed this week. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why nothing can block what's coming for you, because it's already yours. You just have to claim it. Part 1. The return of royal confidence, Leo. Do you remember the very first time you felt powerful, not just admired, not just liked, but undeniably powerful, as if the entire universe paused to witness you owning your space? It may have been when you stood up for someone who couldn't speak for themselves, or when you walked into a room and the energy shifted, or maybe it was when your voice cracked, your hands trembled, but you still said what your heart knew was true. That moment, that essence is returning now, because this week, the confidence that has always been yours, but buried under expectations, pain, and dimmed light, is roaring back to life. What the stars are doing and why it matters. Astrologically, something rare is unfolding. Your ruling planet, the sun, isn't just illuminating the sky. It's aligning with Jupiter in a harmonic convergence, unlocking a surge of solar confidence that Leo hasn't experienced in over a decade. This isn't ego. This is energetic recognition. Your body, your energy field, your presence, it's all receiving a cosmic voltage boost. What that means practically is this: you'll speak with more certainty even when you don't try. People will lean in when you talk, even if you're just sharing an idea. You'll feel magnetized, drawn to take action in ways you once hesitated. This is not imaginary. According to behavioral psychology, when confidence rises internally, your body emits nonverbal cues. Posture shifts, gaze stabilizes, voice deepens. People respond instinctively. They can feel you stepping into your throne, a story you need to hear. Let me tell you a story about Michael, a Leo man from Detroit. For years, he played small. smart, talented, but always dimming himself to avoid outshining his friends, his siblings, even his partner. He used to say, "If I really go for it, I'll lose people." And maybe he was right. But last year, during this same cosmic window, he said yes to who he really was. He pitched a business idea he'd been hiding for years. Not only did the investors say yes, but his light, the way he carried himself, began to change the people around him. Yes, some friends fell away, but the ones who remained, they began rising too. Confidence doesn't isolate, it activates. When you return to your royal self, you don't push people away. You give them permission to rise with you. Your inner lion has waited long enough. Leo, you've tried being humble. You've tried shrinking. You've tried being the quiet one, the team player, the one who doesn't intimidate. But what if I told you that dim light never saves anyone? That authentic confidence, the kind that comes from soul, not ego, is exactly what this world needs. Not to dominate others, but to show them what's possible when someone walks in full truth. This week, your posture will straighten. Not because you force it, but because your energy demands it. You are no longer asking for permission to be here. Life lesson. You don't have to apologize for being powerful. Here's the truth, Leo. You were never meant to beg for a seat at the table. You are the table. You don't need to prove your worth. You were born worthy. This week, don't downplay your wins. Don't hide your ideas. Don't second-guess your impact. When the sun activates your soul, it's not arrogance. It's alignment. The world needs bold hearts now. And Leo, your confidence isn't a threat. It's a lighthouse. Let it shine. Part 2. The cosmic download and your divine ideas. Leo, have you noticed that your mind is starting to feel different? Not just busy, not just inspired, but alive, as if new thoughts are entering your consciousness that didn't come from logic, but from something higher. This is not your imagination. What you're experiencing is what's called a cosmic download, a rare and sacred event when the universe opens a direct channel to your inner genius. And for Leo, that channel is wide open this week. You're not creating ideas. They're finding you. Let me explain something that even many astrologers don't talk about. When the sun, your ruling planet, aligns with Jupiter, planet of expansion, and creates a trine with Uranus, planet of higher mind and innovation, your creative field becomes electrically charged. This means your brain becomes a receiver, not just a thinker. You're not brainstorming. You're remembering what your soul already knows. The best artists, inventors, leaders, they don't force brilliance. They recognize it when it arrives. And this week, brilliance is arriving for you. That weird idea you got in the shower. The random thought that hit you while walking the dog. The dream that felt more like a blueprint. It wasn't random. It was a cosmic download. A true story from a Leo creator. Let me tell you about Sasha, a Leo woman living in Oakland. She always knew she was creative, but she never called herself an artist. She thought that title was for other people more qualified, more polished. Until one morning, during a cosmic window just like this, she woke up and saw with full clarity a clothing line that didn't exist yet. Designs, colors, branding, even the name. It was just there. She grabbed a notebook and sketched for hours, barely blinking. 6 months later, she launched. Today, celebrities wear her pieces. But the real magic, she says the brand didn't come from her, it came through her. That's what happens when you trust the download. What you must do this week, Leo. Here's your cosmic assignment. 1. Keep a notebook, always. Inspiration won't follow a schedule. It comes in whispers, in the car, in a dream, while cooking dinner. Be ready. 2. Don't dismiss the strange ideas. Some of the wildest concepts may feel too big or too weird. But that's how divine creativity works. It bypasses comfort zones. 3. Act fast. Don't overanalyze. This energy is fast-moving. If you wait too long, the window shifts. Even one small step, an email, a sketch, a phone call signals you're ready. 4. Share with people who get it. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay, but the right allies will appear when you commit to your truth. This isn't just creativity, this is legacy. Leo, let's be clear. This isn't about having a fun hobby or writing poetry in secret. This is about activating the message your soul came here to deliver. You're not just being inspired, you're being instructed. Your ideas are not just clever, they are assignments. What if the idea that's been circling your mind for days was actually a divine contract signed before you were born? What if that song, business book, film, or mission you're dreaming of is the very reason your soul chose to come here at this time in this body? Life lesson. Creation is a sacred responsibility. Here's the truth. Every Leo carries within them the creative flame of the sun, but fire unused becomes smoke, and brilliance ignored becomes regret. Don't let the download pass you by. You don't have to build it all in a day, but you must honor what's arriving. Because when the universe speaks through you, your job is not to question. Your job is to receive. And when you create from that place, you don't just make something, you become someone. Part 3. Unmasking the heart in relationships. Leo, you've always been known as the sign of the heart, but let's be honest, that heart of yours has been through wars no one saw. You've loved people who didn't choose you back. You've held others up while your own soul was cracking. And you've worn a smile when all you wanted to do was disappear. Why? Because your heart is massive. Because your loyalty runs deeper than most people can understand. And because somewhere deep inside, you still believe in love. You still believe in truth. You still believe in connection that's real. And this week, that belief is being rewarded. The cosmic shift in your connections. As this powerful solar energy activates your core, it's not just your ideas or confidence that are rising. It's your authentic emotional field, the masks you've worn to keep the peace. They're starting to feel heavy. The shallow conversations that once filled your day suddenly unbearable. The people who drained you without even realizing it, you're starting to feel their weight. And your soul is saying enough. This isn't drama, this is frequency alignment. When your vibration rises, anything that doesn't match it naturally falls away. No fights, no drama, no explosions, just a quiet sovereign separation between who you were and who you are now becoming. A story you'll relate to. Let me tell you about Julian, a Leo from Miami. He spent most of his 20s being the strong one in his friendships. Everyone came to him for advice, for support, for energy. He gave and gave until one day he realized no one had ever asked if he was okay. Last year, during this same powerful solar week, something changed. He stopped pretending. He stopped being on all the time. He let go of the people who only showed up when they needed something. And here's what happened next. New people entered his life. People who saw him, who asked questions, who could hold space for his truth, not just his light. Julian didn't lose friends that week. He gained soul allies. This week, Relationships will reveal themselves. Leo, prepare yourself. Some people around you will show their true colors. That coworker who always supports you might feel cold when you share a new win. That friend you always cheer on might go silent when it's your moment to shine. This is not a curse. It's a blessing of clarity, because when your energy shifts this high, you don't just attract love, you attract truth. And truth is the doorway to real connection. You'll begin to feel drawn to people who see you without projection, celebrate you without competition, love you without needing to fix or dim you. And you'll know instinctively who doesn't belong in your next chapter. Love will either deepen or dissolve. For those in relationships, this week will be a turning point. If you're with the right person, expect deep conversations, emotional breakthroughs, and a sense of renewed intimacy. But if you're with someone who's only tolerated you, not truly seen you, you might feel a disconnection you can't ignore anymore. Don't fight it. Sometimes the most sacred act of love is letting go. Because when you release what's not aligned, you make room for something real. And real love, it doesn't demand perfection. It simply asks for presence. Life lesson. When you take off the mask, you invite the world to do the same. Leo, you were never meant to play small in love. You were never meant to carry the weight of everyone else's comfort while your own truth starved. This week, the cosmos isn't asking you to perform. It's asking you to be seen. Let your heart be visible. Let your truth be heard. Let your connections either rise with you or fall away without resistance. Because the ones who are meant for you won't just handle your light, they'll mirror it back. Part 4. Magnetizing wealth from purpose. Leo, what if I told you that money was never meant to be chased? What if the wealth you've been working so hard for was actually waiting for you to stop running and simply start aligning? Because this week, something powerful is happening in your energetic field. You're not just becoming more confident. You're not just more creative. You're becoming a magnet for abundance, but not the kind of abundance that comes from burnout and hustle. This is purpose-aligned prosperity, the kind that flows when your soul is fully activated. Why abundance finds Leo when Leo lives their truth. Let's look at the astrology behind it. Right now, your ruler, the sun, isn't just giving you light. It's illuminating your natural gifts, talents, and path of public impact. At the same time, it's forming a golden angle to Jupiter, the planet of wealth expansion and reward. This is not random. This alignment triggers what's called a solar prosperity gateway. Translation: the universe is saying, if you dare to live your truth, I'll flood your life with provision. Because Leo isn't meant to just survive. You are meant to thrive, to lead through embodiment, to teach through example, and to remind the world what happens when someone stops apologizing for being extraordinary. A true Leo story, from doubt to destiny. Let me tell you about Desiree, a Leo from Atlanta. She used to work a job that drained her. Good paycheck, zero purpose. Every night she'd come home and cry, not because of money, but because she knew she was wasting her fire. Then, during a week exactly like this one, she made a quiet decision. No drama, no grand announcement. She simply began devoting 1 hour a day to what she loved, designing interiors. 2 months later, a client found her on Instagram. Today, she runs a 6-figure design agency and says she finally feels alive. Her secret: I stopped chasing success. I started embodying it. That's what happens when a Leo stops asking for permission and starts walking with purpose. How wealth will show up for you this week. Leo, over the next few days, you may experience sudden ideas for side income, new collaborations or business partnerships, recognition at work, or unexpected promotions, random checks, gifts, or financial coincidences, internal clarity about how to monetize what you love. This is not a fluke. This is energetic resonance at work. When your soul expands, the material world responds. Because money isn't just currency, it's a mirror. It reflects how boldly you're honoring your calling. But here's the twist. Purpose comes first. Many people get it backwards. They say, when I have more money, I'll finally do what I love. But the universe works the other way. When you do what you love, money starts flowing in ways you never imagined. So this week, don't ask, how can I make more money? Instead, ask, where am I hiding the very gift that was designed to bless others and support me? Because abundance isn't found in effort alone. It's found in alignment. And Leo, this week, you are being realigned with the exact frequency of overflow. Life lesson: the more authentically you live, the richer you become. Leo, you were never meant to be average. The sun didn't create you to fit in. It created you to burn with clarity and prosper with power. This week, money will respond not to your effort, but to your expression. Don't be afraid to charge what you're worth. Don't be afraid to pursue the dream that's been haunting you for years. Don't be afraid to believe that you can be both fulfilled and financially free. Because when you walk in purpose, the universe opens doors that hard work alone could never unlock. Part 5. The sacred blueprint of your legacy. Leo, have you ever wondered why you were born under the brightest star in the sky? Why your ruling planet isn't a distant rock like Saturn or Mercury, but the sun itself? It's because your soul didn't come here just to exist. It came here to create impact, to leave a mark, to be remembered. And this week, the cosmic blueprint of your legacy is awakening. You weren't meant to repeat, you were meant to design. Most people spend their lives on autopilot, repeating what their parents did, following the script society wrote, and never once asking, what is my soul here to build? But Leo, you're not most people. You carry the energy of the solar architect, the visionary, the builder, the one who doesn't just adapt to the world, but reshapes it. And right now, a once-in-a-lifetime activation is occurring in your birth chart. The sun is aligning with the mid-heaven, the point of public contribution, visibility, and soul legacy. This means the projects, ideas, and missions stirring inside you now are not random. They are the sacred blueprint you agreed to carry into this life. Legacy isn't just what you leave behind. It's what you live right now. Let me tell you about Raymond, a Leo from Chicago. For years, he felt this deep pull to teach. Not in a school, not in a traditional way, but through storytelling, through film. He kept putting it off. Too expensive, too risky, too late. Until last year, during this exact kind of cosmic week, he had a dream. In it, he was standing in front of a packed theater, and someone whispered, "This was always your contract." He woke up, enrolled in a screenwriting course, and just 6 months later, he premiered his first short film at a festival in New York. Today, he's not chasing fame. He's walking in his assignment, because legacy doesn't begin when you die. It begins the moment you decide to honor what you came here to do. This week, you'll feel the pull of destiny. Leo, pay attention to sudden clarity about your bigger mission, deep inner knowing about something you can no longer postpone, a creative idea that feels too big to ignore, conversations that ignite purpose, emotions that arise when you think about time, mortality, or impact. These are not mood swings. They are soul signals. They are your higher self saying, "Let's begin. You've waited long enough." Because when legacy awakens, you don't just feel inspired, you feel compelled. You may cry. You may tremble. You may question your worth, but you will no longer be able to deny the truth of who you are. This isn't about ego, it's about assignment. Leo, many people misunderstand your energy. They think your desire to be seen is about vanity, but those who truly understand astrology know Leo is not here to steal attention. Leo is here to radiate truth so others can find their own light. That's what legacy is. It's not applause, it's resonance. It's when someone sees what you've built, hears what you've said, or feels what you've lived, and they become more themselves because of it. Life lesson. You didn't come here to fit in. You came to light the way. Leo, the time of hiding is over. The era of waiting for the perfect moment is done. This week is not just a chapter in your story. It is the architectural blueprint for the next 12 years and maybe the rest of your life. Ask yourself, what will people say when they speak your name in 50 years? What message, project, or truth must you leave behind so your life meant something greater than survival? And most of all, what are you willing to begin today that your future self will thank you for? Because the sun is offering you the throne, and not just to rule, but to build something that outlives you. Part 6. How to walk this 7-day path with power. Leo, now that the cosmic gates are wide open, the question becomes, what will you do with this rare energy? This isn't about passively feeling inspired. It's about actively walking the path that your soul has been calling you to. Here's how to navigate this 7-day window with intention, clarity, and unmatched power. 1. Practice conscious presence. The first step is simple but profound. Show up fully in every moment. Set aside 5 minutes multiple times a day to breathe, center, and observe your thoughts. Notice when fear or doubt arises. Watch it pass without judgment. This week, distractions are your enemy. Emails, social media, petty dramas. These are noise that can drown the signals from your higher self. Presence allows you to tune into the downloads, opportunities, and insights the universe is sending. 2. Document everything. Leo, your mind will be flooded with ideas, some subtle, some electrifying. Keep a notebook or digital document exclusively for these moments. Write down even the smallest thought. Inspiration often starts tiny. Revisit your notes daily and notice patterns, repetitions, or ideas that spark excitement. Your notebook is more than a journal. It's a personal treasure map to guide your decisions for the next 12 months. 3. Take daily action. Even the smallest step matters. Send that email, sketch that concept, call that person who could help manifest your vision. Momentum is your friend. Every intentional action sends a signal to the universe. I am ready to receive. I am committed to my path. Remember, Leo action transforms energy into reality. 4. Share your light authentically. This week, your energy will be magnetic. People will notice your authenticity, your presence, your brilliance. Do not hide it to make others comfortable. Share your ideas, your perspective, your joy. Let your confidence inspire, not intimidate those around you. The right people will gravitate toward your frequency, and those who don't will naturally fall away. 5. Trust timing, not instant results. Leo, this 7-day alignment is incredibly powerful, but but it doesn't mean every manifestation happens immediately. Some breakthroughs will be instantaneous. Others will grow organically over months. Your role is not to control the outcome, but to stay aligned, stay inspired, and act consistently. Trust the process. The universe's timing is perfect, even if it doesn't match your impatience. 6. Embody leadership. This week, Leo, you aren't just walking through ordinary days. You're walking as a leader in your own life, a catalyst for others' awakening. Lead through example, not force. Let your courage, authenticity, and wisdom ripple out naturally. Recognize that your choices now influence not only your path, but the energy of everyone you encounter. This is true Leonine power influence without control, impact without arrogance. Life lesson: the path is yours to walk, but you must walk it fully. Leo, this week is a gift unlike any other. The universe has aligned in your favor. You have insight, energy, creativity, and influence available at a level that only comes once every 12 years. But energy without direction is wasted potential. Vision without action is a daydream. And brilliance hidden in hesitation is lost to the world. You must show up, act, create, and lead. You must claim this week, and through it, claim the next chapter of your destiny. Because Leo, when you walk this 7-day path fully awake, you don't just change your life. You shift the frequency of everything around you. Part 7. Conclusion. Your royal awakening and the path forward. Leo, take a deep breath. Feel it. That vibration rising inside you, that certainty, that fire, that unstoppable energy. That is your soul recognizing its own power. This week wasn't ordinary. It wasn't random. It was a cosmic alignment designed to awaken the fullest expression of who you truly are. Your confidence, creativity, relationships, abundance, and legacy. They have all been touched by this force. What you've learned this week: confidence is your birthright. Own it. Divine ideas flow through you. Document and act on them. Relationships reflect your authenticity. Let go of what doesn't match your frequency. Abundance follows alignment. Prosperity arrives when you live in purpose. Legacy is your soul's contract. Build it intentionally. Leave your mark. Action transforms energy into reality. Take one step every day toward what your heart knows. Leadership is influence, not control. Inspire others by living your truth. The invitation: Leo, you now stand at a threshold. The throne of your destiny is before you. The crown is offered. The 7-day window has begun. Ask yourself, will you step forward fully awake? Will you take action even when it feels risky or uncertain? Will you shine without apology, knowing the world needs your light? Because when you do, everything changes. Your life, your influence, your legacy, and the ripple of your power will awaken others to their own greatness. Life lesson: claim your royal nature. This is your reminder. You were never born to shrink, to hide, or to wait. You were born to reign, to lead, and to create a life that reflects your highest potential. The universe has arranged this week to guide you, support you, and amplify your power. But it cannot walk the path for you. You must step into it. And when you do, the world will bow, not out of fear, but in recognition of your truth. Call to action for viewers. Leo, share in the comments. How do you feel? These powerful energies stirring inside you. What steps will you take today to claim your throne? Subscribe to Leo Zodiac Power and turn on notifications, because this channel will continue to guide you day by day as you walk this rare 7-day path and shape the next 12 years of your life. Remember, nothing can block what's coming for you. Your royal awakening is here. Step forward, claim it, shine,